Oh no, he's dead! No, Bardock, no! What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Nerd Core. I'm Lotus Asakor, the kid that never knows best, and in today's video I'm bringing you some Dragon Ball FighterZ content, and it's only right that I bring y'all that sweet Bardock gameplay, because they finally put my boy, my guy in the game. And I know I'm a little late on this, about a week and a half late, as you know, bring you guys some Bardock content. But y'all know that Bardock has been my most anticipated fighter, my most anticipated character, the character that I wanted the most, more than any other for this game. And we have him thanks to the DLC. He was the first character alongside Broly, of course, but I ain't really sweating Broly, but he was the first to be introduced to the game via DLC, and your boy could not be happier. And I have learned quite a bit with him, and today I'm gonna put what I've learned to the test, and we're gonna hop on live, so let's get it poppin', baby. Well, looky what I done found, what we got right here. Looks like we got Love Dark with an underscore too. Don't know why you got them underscores, but we got Love Dark in the building. Running looks like Frieza on point, Super Saiyan Goku at mid, and Tien at anchor. And I think Tien's actually a very underrated character that I don't see enough of, and I kind of wish I saw a little bit more. But you know, I'm not gonna play him because my team's too legit to quit, you feel me? But yeah, a lot has happened lately, honestly, and I'm not sure how well I'll be able to talk and play this game at the same time, but I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about with you guys in regards to, you know, where I've been, what's been going on with the channel, and everything of the like. So, first things first, 10,000 subscribers. We hit 10,000 subscribers during that time period where I was kind of, you know, not really making videos, and the reason I wasn't really making videos is because I ran into some technical difficulties with my computer. Now, what I mean by that is that you guys may or may not know that the computer I've been working with for a while now is not that great. You know, it's for one, it's getting on in the years. You know what I'm saying? It's not exactly the newest and shiniest thing out, but even if it was, it's not exactly built for, you know, making videos and editing my photography and things of that nature like I've been using it for. It had like 4 gigabytes of RAM, which by today's standards is not a lot. Nowadays we got phones that have 4 gigabytes of RAM, to be honest with you, and it's just it wasn't built, you know what I'm saying, hefty tough for the hefty workload I've been putting on it. So suffice to say, it was bound to crash on your boy eventually, right? Eventually it was bound to, you know, fall over and die, and that's exactly what happened. About a month ago, when I was making that Sustain the Industry video that I recently posted, like a week ago I think at this point, it stopped working. It just wouldn't properly run any of my software anymore, and it never ran it that well to begin with. But I couldn't edit, I couldn't play anything back. No software that I was trying to use, whether it would be After Effects, Premiere, or Vegas, was working. And so I just literally could not make any more videos, especially not videos up to the standard of what I would want them to be. And it was very depressing. I was very distraught, I was very frustrated, and I didn't really know what to do. And so what ended up happening is I intended to sell off a few things, save up a little bit of money, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find some sort of cheap laptop that I can get just so I have something to work with, because something would be better than nothing, because I essentially had nothing. But what ended up actually happening is, you guys may or may not know my friends Rhyme Style and Afro Senju, you know, 2 of the most successful people in squads, 2 of the most generous and supportive people I've ever met. So odds are you probably know who they are, right? Well, out of the kindness of their hearts, they decided to pool their money together. They went half and they bought your boy a new computer. Not a desktop, mind you, a laptop, but a very good laptop. A laptop that exceeds, you know, the capabilities of any computing device that I've ever had prior to this before. And I was overwhelmed. I was extremely grateful, and it was, even still now, just thinking about it, I'm blown back, almost as blown back as Frieza's 2H just did to me, but that's neither here nor there. But the point is, they gave me a computer to work with, and your boy's back in action. I have no reason to not be making content now, and I'm excited and more motivated than I've ever been before to be on this YouTube grind. And I'm super dashing right into 2H's. I'm not playing my best because I'm trying to talk to you guys. I want to give you guys the people the breakdown of what's been going on. I promise you I'm usually a lot better than this, but the point is, your boy's back in action with some brand new hardware, and I'm really excited to get things popping, to really start on this YouTube grind, to really get things rocking and rolling. And with that being said, we've already surpassed 10,000 subscribers, but the most insane part about surpassing 10,000 subscribers is that we did that in my absence. We surpassed the 10K subscriber milestone when I wasn't even making content. That's just wild. The fact that you guys support me to that extent is just, it's too great for words. It's a beautiful thing, honestly, and I just want you all to know how much I love and appreciate all of you. I mean it, I really do. Oh no, Trunks is gonna die. Wait, hold on, let me focus for this for a second here. I'm gonna bring this back. I have the best Rose SA, or NA rather. I don't live in South America, I live in North America. Anyway, just watch me do this. We're pulling it back. Alright, cool. Tien's dead. So yeah, We surpassed 10,000 subscribers. We got a new computer. I'm ready to blow. You feel me? I'm ready to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. On my riffraff. You feel me? So okay, this guy's down for the count. That's cool. And I'll you know, we'll talk some more after we get into this next round. So yeah, I have a lot of big things in store. Also, this lag, I don't know if y'all have noticed this as much as I can notice it when I'm actually playing, but these 7 frames feels like 70, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've noticed that as I've actually been practicing a lot more in a training mode where there's obviously no delay, you know, no internet problems, I've gotten used to just, you know, a clean, flawless connection. But online's almost never clean nor flawless, you feel me? So adapting to the lag on the fly is something that's become actually harder for me the better that I've gotten at this game, because I've been spending more time, you know, learning in training mode, and just I'm not used to playing with, you know, fluctuating frame rate, I guess you could say. I don't want to use it as an excuse, as a crutch, you feel me? Like, obviously, I still have a lot of things I need to work on in this game. I still have a lot of scrub tendencies. I still have a lot that I need to learn and a lot that I need to work on. But I can't deny the fact that the lag does hinder me in some form or fashion. When it happens, it happens. You can see it fluctuating anywhere from, like, I don't know why I dropped that comment. You can see it fluctuating anywhere from like 3 frames. It hit like 8 or 9 I saw just a moment ago. And it's just, it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. I'm dropping all my combos. It's because I'm trying to do commentary and play the game at the same time, which is something I'm not really used to. Oh, that completely whiffed. I guess I didn't do that fast enough. That's usually guaranteed, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, let me get this force switch out real quick. Oh, I dropped it. I'm bad at the game. But yeah, man, Bardock. Let's bring Bardock out here real quick. I just want you to know that this is, without a doubt, my favorite character in this game now. You guys know, if you've been following the content, way back before FighterZ even released, Bardock is one of the characters, or is the character I most wanted to see in the game. You guys know Bardock and Future Trunks are my favorite characters in Dragon Ball, but there was no doubt in my mind Bardock would be in the, or that Trunks would be in the game. It was only a matter of whether or not Bardock would be, because I felt like he wasn't exactly guaranteed. Now, a lot of people would have said otherwise. I didn't want to get my hopes up and ended up being disappointed. Suffice to say, oh no, he's dead! No, Bardock, no! Oh no. Anyway, Bardock wasn't in the, you know, the base roster of the game at launch, but that was dumb. That was really dumb. I'm not at my best in terms of judgment right now. Hopefully you all understand. Anyway, Bardock wasn't in the game, you know, when the game launched, but he ended up being a part of the DLC, and he is everything that I hoped he would be. This character is even better than I had hoped he would be, and honestly, I'm just so overjoyed. I'm so happy. The character is sick. He's my favorite. He's the most fun. He looks so cool. All his color palettes are dope. Color 12 is the best, by the way. Colors 3 and 12 are just too beautiful for words. Hold up, let me just flip. Got him. But yeah. So how you guys been? How y'all been doing? What y'all been up to, you know, in my absence? Like I said, the channel has grown a lot. Like the growth, honestly, we grew maybe even more than usual during the time that I wasn't making videos, which is just crazy to me. Also, I'm getting opened up like a cannon. Yeah, I'm getting spread. But yeah, how y'all been enjoying the game? How y'all been enjoying FighterZ? You know, what's your skills looking like? Are you as good as you want to be? Are you better than you thought you would be? Are you not as good as you thought you'd be? I know for me personally, I'm decent at the game, right? I go on record a lot to say that I'm trash at the game, that I'm a scrub, I'm this and I'm that, and I do genuinely believe that to an extent. But obviously, you guys can see that my square color right there is pink, right? And you don't get the pink by just being a regular scrub. I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world to achieve, but it does mean something, a little bit. I try not to put too much stock in the color. I feel like a lot of people just they put too much weight onto what their square color actually means, because in reality, you know, me being a pink square is the same as, or it isn't the same as Sonic Fox being a pink square, or Goichi being a pink square, or Nakil or Tatsunoko being a pink square, because those guys are way above me in terms of skill. Like, they're leagues and leagues above me, to the point where it just don't make no damn sense. It almost makes me feel like they should have another level to the colors, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into one more match and then I'm probably gonna wrap up this video, but let's get it poppin'. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, the point is, the color of your square is not the end-all be-all of your skill, or anyone else's skill for that matter. It's not exactly a completely accurate gauge on how to tell how good somebody is at this game, because I'll let you know right now, obviously I'm a pink square. That is the highest color. For those of you who don't know about the colors, I'll try and throw the chart on screen right about now. Right here, you guys can see, you know, what's the lowest, what's the highest. Everyone starts off as white. Soon enough, you'll turn into usually a green square after you play a few games. Maybe you'll jump to a higher color if you do exceedingly well against higher colors. And then it goes from light green to yellow to orange to pink, and if you start at light green, you can get demoted to dark green, and then there's also a dark blue and light blue if you're exceptionally not so much the best at this game. But anyway, the point is, like, you know, it's not very accurate for one of the reasons being that like I was saying, like me being pink is not the same as like Sonic Fox being pink, right? There's obviously a huge difference. There's obviously a huge gap in our skill levels, but also, you know, I fought my fair share, plenty of yellow square players who have stomped me. Granted, I've also stomped many more than I've lost to, but I have fought some yellow square players who have beat me pretty badly. Maybe not so much green squares, and definitely not any dark green squares or any of the lower colors, but you know, for the most part, I feel like you should never underestimate your opponent because of their square color, and obviously don't overestimate your opponent either. Hold on, let me just get this combo going real quick. Let me just with the rose, and then we get the grab, and then we just gonna continue with this one. Hold up, wait, I got a ride javelin for you too. I probably should have called him Trunks, honestly. That would have finished him off. Doesn't matter. 2H, hold it, boy. You know I'm about to hit you with the force switch. Hold up, bring Goku back. I wasn't done with him, boy. Bring that ass here, boy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the point is, don't overestimate your opponents either, because me being a pink square, obviously I run into it a lot online where people dodge me, or they'll decline me, or they'll only do one game and then they'll leave because they think I'm just so far above their skill level, and that's not necessarily true. And in some cases it is, you know, but for the most part, or I wouldn't say for the most part, but oftentimes it is not, because as I said before, there are definitely people who are yellow squares or orange squares that have, you know, thrashed me, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, because there's so much that I have to learn in this game. Obviously, I'm good enough to get back up to pink every time that I have been demoted, and I have been demoted several times. Like, I've been demoted when I ran a well, not necessarily a death match. I guess that's the terminology I've garnered from Tekken, but I've had sessions, right, where I played with Hell Pockets, if you guys know who that is, and I got demoted back to orange on more than one occasion. I definitely had a really dope training session with Tatsunico, who taught me a lot that night, but whooped my ass a lot in the process, and he demoted me back down to orange. And then I've also got demoted to orange from playing with my homie Ndakuba, who's also pink square. So, like, you know, whenever I have been demoted, it's never been my goal to get back up to pink, but I always end up doing it anyway, because more often than not, I end up beating people who are orange square. So I guess that does say a little bit about my skill, but I just want to stress, right, that don't look at the color of your square as the end-all be-all skill level, or like who's better than who in this game, because that's really not the case. For example, I had this homie named Ham. Some of you may or may not know who Ham is. It depends on how deeply involved you are with the squad and how much you watch our videos and stream and all that stuff. But if you know who Ham is, then you do. If you don't, well, who he is isn't exactly important. But last night, or not last night, this was a couple of nights ago, I had a really dope sparring session with him. Ham square was white, or no, it was white and it turned to green, but Ham is just as good, if not better, than I am. We were pretty even, you know. I had some times where I would win like 2 or 3 games in a row. He had some sessions where he would win like 2 or 3 games in a row. All in all, it was a really dope session. It was a really dope set. But the point is, like, his square is only green, and that's because he doesn't play the game as often as I do. He doesn't really go online that much. I play online a lot more, so obviously my square goes up in color because I fight more opponents that can allow that to happen. He doesn't. He usually plays with homies if he's playing at all, or he's in training mode, you know, devoting himself to learning more and getting better at the game, which is something that I want to do and I encourage other people to do. By the way, y'all notice that my rose is just nasty with it. Hold up, he choked it. I honestly, you know, I was so unfocused on the gameplay that I wasn't sure if I was gonna pull off that comeback, but he choked the lead. He had it won. He really did. He had sparking. I don't know why he didn't activate it, but anyway, it is what it is. Your boy Claire, yo, Rose is too close. This is why I can never drop Rose from my team, because he's the most clutch player on my squad that I have. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, the point is, Ham, you know, has a way lower color than I do, but he's just as good as I am. So that's another thing that you got to keep in mind, is that not everybody goes out of their way to promote their color, and maybe they just don't play online that much, so that when we do fight them online, just be aware that they might not necessarily be a smurf, but they might be a lot better than their square color would lead you to believe. So that's kind of all I want to say. And I know I harped on that point for quite a bit, but it's just a topic that I really want to stress, because I see it come up so often on Twitter, you know, square color, you know, pink square, orange square, this, and that square. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I've said it so much that it's redundant at this point, but I just wanted to make sure that I got into as many people's heads as possible that you shouldn't really harp on it too much. And I know that it might come off as a certain type of way of me being able to say, oh, it's easy to say when you're a pink square, but it's like, you know? But yeah, folks, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all the content I'm going to bring you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, nothing can happen to you from the bat. Later.